Hi everybody, Brian here from quantlabs.net. Just wanted to go over a couple of questions that came in from a video that I put up last fall. It's pertaining to US based exchanges and their commission fees. This video was posted in October 2019, Coinbase versus Kraken versus Binance cryptocurrency exchanges. I'm sure things have changed in the past couple of months. It's today is April 20th, 2:59. So a couple of questions came in. I'll do them in reverse order here. This one, you said that Coinbase is 0.5%. The website says the fixed fee is $2.99. Also covers transactions up to $2 if you use either USD wallet or bank account for buying and selling with a variable set of 1.49 for the purchase and sales. I'm already lost. Made at 201 above. They say Coinbase charges a spread of 0.5% for digital currency purchases and digital currency sales. So I'm quite confused. How much does it actually cost these exchanges to buy crypto? When you read terms like that, I'd be running like a bat out of hell. Okay, so if you go to CoinMarketCap.com, the thing you need to really pay attention to is go under exchanges by liquidity. This is a new metric that they launched since this video in January this year, 2020. And what you'll notice here is that you have liquidity and volume. What you really need to pay attention to is number one, where is the ranking of the exchange you want? So when you look at what I use, Binance, and you have these two other ones, Bitfinex is the largest in the States. I believe, and I'm still confirmed, probably your best exchange if you're US based, but you need $10,000 to get on it. If that's the case, you probably want to move over to Binance Binance US or Binance out of Asia. Binance.com is out of Asia. That's the exchange I'm on, and they don't take U.S. residents. But you didn't hear it from me, but I'll tell you, you can still trade anonymously on the exchange without going through their know your customer and anti-money laundering. Knowing most people, they're going to be small. They're going to be newbies. They're going to be just experimenting. So that might be your best option if you're U.S. based. But when you look at other exchanges that have not been mentioned here, namely Kraken, they're probably the best, the bigger, but they don't have that $10,000 requirement is Kraken. But you can see here just on this metric, it's quite larger than Binance Binance by a long shot. And then you move down, and then you're still looking for Coinbase. So that in itself should be a really red flag for you to say that's how much people have moved off of Coinbase. I don't think it's even in here. Not in the top 10, not in the top 50. So that says it right there. I wouldn't even be bothered to go on to Coinbase at all if it's not in the top 20 by liquidity. And the other one I have difficulty to support is Bitstamp as well. So over time, I think they'll wither away to irrelevancy based upon this one metric. So despite what you're stating here regarding these different commission fees, is probably one of the big reasons why people moved off it, because the competition is pretty fierce between these exchanges, and people just can't be bothered to put up with it with all the confusion. Next question is arbitrage bot run API infinitely on server like AWS or digital. Now, when you say arbitrage, I'm not sure what you're referring to. If you mean pair trading between different pairs, I've tried it a few months ago. I don't think it'd work. The cryptocurrencies move around so fast that it's very difficult to find a relationship between the pairs of the longest long and the shortest short. I guess you could call it the strongest long and the weakest short. And when you do find that they co-integrate it's hard to see how long that relationship will last. It might not even last more than 5 minutes. So unless you got like incredibly fast hardware, uh, yeah, that methodology is hard. Not saying you can't do arbitrage between exchanges on big coins like Bitcoin. You could probably get some arbitrage opportunity in there, but I think there's just better ways to trade crypto overall than be trading the difference between the different price differentials between different exchanges with Bitcoin. I'm just not a fan of that methodology. Okay, so Joe asked this question a few hours ago, as you can see here. I'm sure my answer to about Coinbase overall may answer some of this. But I really appreciate on info on the aggregator sites. I've been seem reliable. CoinGecko, Coin360. I have gone through some of these bots last week. They're just another way of saying modern day trading platform. You still got to come up with your own uh, trading ideas. They just give you the infrastructure. There's other services that some of these marketplaces use, like trading signals. But I'm still, from what I'm hearing and from what I'm seeing, they're still underperforming as well. So going down that path may not give you a lot of advantages. But let's go on with the question. Coin aggregator, I've seen CoinGecko show the spreads are about the same between CB Pro and Kraken. That's good to know. The order book depth is better on Coinbase Pro. Interesting. For all coins except for BTC and Ethereum. But comparatively, BTC and Ethereum still decent on CB Pro. So that kind of contradicts what I'm saying. If the order depth is good, that might be institutional money. I don't know. That's keeping them afloat. Don't ask me if they're not in the top 50 over at CoinMarketCap in the liquidity metric. That's kind of surprising, but on the other hand, it's good because it shows the depth of how much interest there is in crypto overall as the markets have tanked over the last 2-3 months. So in a way, it's good. I just find, as I keep saying, the volume and liquidity is so good in Binance Asia, but you may look at Binance US if you're just going to trade. But I don't think those volumes are high enough yet. Maybe in a year from now, they may be comparable to some of these other brokers. I don't know. So this person says, I trade manually for now. Do you have a better recommendation for CB Pro or manual trading at this point? It depends where you live. If you're US based, you're going to be really restricted. If you're outside the US, definitely go with Binance Asia. That's where a lot of the pros go. They just opened up now options. They got the futures market. They're being pretty innovative outside of the spot market. That's one of the big reasons why I like Binance as well. The volume is considerably lower on Kraken than CB Pro for all coins, but BTC and Ethereum. Now, it depends. The market conditions also dictate the rules here. Market conditions, if you're really tight range bound, which has been for the last couple of weeks, the opportunities trading in some of these are pretty tough right now because the trading opportunities are just not there. So volume's not really a factor. But when either of these coins go market or trend in the market, obviously it's going to change everything. So to know that the volume on Kraken and CB Pro, that now puts me thinking, well, if that's the case from what you're stating, is this metric, this liquidity metric, reliable in the world of crypto? Because that's what I use. But either way, as I said, the manual trading at this point is pretty tough to go. If you're trying to do traditional trend following or momentum, I think it's very difficult to do. The only way to do it is through some form of automation and have a mean reverting strategy because it's classically oscillating to the mean. It's stepped outside of the 1% in the last few days, which I just noticed. But it's really hard to trade without the automation because, and not only that, if you're trying to do it between the hours of, let's say, 9 and 5 p.m. Eastern Standard, let's just say out of North America, that's even harder because a lot of these trends could happen on a weekend. It could happen overnight. That's where you need the automation to make it happen. So trading manually is tough. I'd say it's way tougher than tough. The volume is considerable lower than CB Pro. It has lower fees, yes, but the volume makes similar worse liquidity for alts. Make me think that CB may still be a better choice. What's your take on this? Okay, so here's the tough one. If you got 10 grand based upon this metric, you may want to go over to Bitfinex because they're number one, and I've been noticing they've been number one for a while. I don't trade Bitfinex because I'm not going to put 10 grand in the market when I have other better exchanges outside of the US like Binance that I've been very happy with so far. That is where I'd go. I would go with the volume and liquidity is here you have, let's say, a top 5. Kraken's up there. So that's, from my point of view, that this is somewhat encouraging if you were to follow this metric. But as I said, Binance just seems to be the place for me to go. And the thing is that I don't know, a lot of people may go, well, CoinMarketCap just got bought out by Binance. But if Binance was really seriously interfering with these rankings at CoinMarket, wouldn't you think that they'd put Binance number 1, the parent company of this website? They haven't done that, and I think that it's still pretty honest. A lot of these exchanges I question in terms of reliability and trustworthiness. I have no problem with Binance. It comes up as the cleanest exchange. Now, if you are in the US and you want to stay, you may want to look, as I said, looking at Binance.us, Kraken. Maybe I've had fill problems with them, but your best bet by the looks of it is going to be Bitfinex. That's all I can tell you if you're based out of the US. Otherwise, if you're not in the US, take a good hard look at Binance. Most exchanges, most posts, most everything around crypto will tell you people are pretty happy with Binance, and that's where they use as their primary exchange. So hopefully I'll help you out. This video could be still relevant. I have to tell you, if this is posted back in October, this stuff changes so fast. Like all the information I'm giving you now in April 2020, in 3 months could be totally irrelevant because the markets change so fast. But generally, as an exchange of choice, I think Binance is your number 1, and I've been very happily with Binance for 2 years now. And that's all you need to focus on, and don't let all the other stuff distract you from everything else because you won't get stuff done. And also the question about manually or discretionary trading, it's going to get harder unless it trends. Then it's just like you throw crap money at the wall because Bitcoin's going up and up to $17,000 again. That may come around, but if you're trying to do it consistently, discretionary trading is going to be, or manual trading is going to be very difficult in a very tight range-bound market. No different than trying to do it in Forex or anywhere else. Hopefully I'll help you out. Thanks for the question. We shall talk to you later. Have a good day.